Alright, welcome back again to Throne and Liberty. For this video, we have some brand new news and updates coming in from the official developers over at Twitter. A lot of things are being fixed, and we do have some updates that will be coming out today that we're going to be going over as well. Some interesting things coming over from the community that are quite troubling that you guys also need to see and keep updated, and I'm glad to do that for you all. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below and subscribe. The official winner for the giveaway from last week is on screen now. We are going to be doing another giveaway for 1000 Lucents. To enter, just leave a comment down below and make sure you guys do drop a like. I'll be choosing a winner in a few days. So yesterday they did tweet out, all regions are already online, but the following Europe Central servers still appear as active in our servers while being inactive in game. Our team is still working to solve this issue. We expect them to be back online around in 25 minutes, and this was basically fixed quite quickly. They said the maintenance has been completed on all servers, and then they tweeted out today saying tonight at 10/10 evening PDT there will be a client update for PC and PS5 players that will address several game stability issues you may have been experiencing. This update will not require any server downtime, which is actually quite interesting because normally the servers do go down for like a few hours, so no server downtime for this update. So this post is actually quite concerning, and a lot of people do have the same problem happening to them as well in their guilds. This guy said a guild being able to keep items need to change. Our guild just imploded today. It was among the top guilds in the server. Someone got a big drop from a world boss. No other guildmates were participating at the boss. Owner keeps the item, removes the person who received it from the guild, and removed everyone from the list but himself and staff, then tossed it on the auction house for an absurd amount. Obviously drama ensured, and now more than half of the guild has left because they refused to change the rule, leaving them with a 35-hour cooldown to join a new guild. If anything, takes this as a PSA to check your guild settings. You could be among a bunch of scammers. How do the devs think this would be a good setting? This should be changed for good. Actually, that's kind of insane. I did not know that the guild masters or the guild controllers, or whatever you want to call them, are able to do this or even know what you've been getting in the game. The fact that they can actually kick you out and keep the item and then sell it, that's ridiculous. That definitely needs to change as well. Recently, there have been a lot of things in the game that I do feel like it's quite insane that does need to be changed, especially this guild change, and also the PvP in world bosses needs to be removed because it is ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of fun to see, but when you're trying to kill a boss, yeah. So yeah, definitely take a look at your guild. Check if you're actually in a decent guild and not just with a bunch of scammers as stated before. So yeah, that's definitely something that the developers should look into because that's quite concerning. So this post also does help you guys out if you're still trying to figure out how the growth stone usage and gear transfer works. This guy did make a full breakdown of optimizing growth stone usage and gear transfer. I'm not going to go over the entire thing, but I'll just quickly show you guys it on screen right now, and I'll leave it down in the description as well for you guys to check out. Basically said there's been a lot of discussion around how transferring experience to gear works, and if it's better to first transfer blues to purples immediately at level 7.3 or it doesn't matter. I decided to write a script to simulate the different options to see which was better. If you guys are interested in that, I'll leave it down in the description. You guys can have a look. Maybe you'll get some very important information from this. Another interesting thing that you guys will probably get some help with in your playtime, this guy said Amatoy PSA. I'm not sure if many players know about this, but you are stuck for things to do. Go farm Amatoys. Unlock every single one you can. They give you buffs for PAL synergy. Can be found in the Amatoy option. You can get up to 7% extra loot chance bonus from, which is a huge find into endgame gear. There are various other buffs you can get from them too. To find out where to get them, go to the Amatoy menu and click the information button on each one. Some don't have them, and I assume this is because they are not available yet. So yeah, there you go. That's something really cool about the Amatoys. Me, myself, I haven't been really too focused on the Amatoys, but after finding out this information, especially when it's the 7% extra loot chance bonus, yeah, that's definitely something to go for. Gonna help me out a lot trying to get those items that are seemingly impossible to get. So another concerning comment that people are talking about recently is the players that are transferring to launch servers. If you guys didn't know, there were like pre-release servers that has been out for a few days, and people going in from the pre-release servers to the new servers with a bunch of items. So they said apparently early access players transferring to launch servers. On the server, Henry and an entire Chinese EA guild transferred over 3,000 CP. That's over 70 players fully kitted out with items unavailable to the rest of the entire server, and other benefits we don't have on our brand new server. It's completely killed guild versus guild competition, since the guild has been able to dominate every other guild. The server top guilds from before they transferred over there been trying to work together to get them out, but it's nearly impossible because of the gear advantages they brought with them. So yeah, it seems like people that did play the early access servers are also transferring the characters over to the brand new servers and basically just taking over the entire server and destroying every other guild. Because if you guys didn't know, the gear does matter a lot in this game, and especially that's why in the auction house you see some weapons with the traits selling for like 20,000 lucents. Yeah, that's ridiculous, because some of these weapons will absolutely ruin bosses, players, and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely something to be looked into, and do something about them from the developers. Something very important that we need to go over as well, just in case you guys do not understand. He said, did I just get screwed? New to the game and MMOs, joined the guild, got a purple and blue gloves during the guild raid, which got distributed to other members. The settings say that loot goes to guild members. What am I missing here? He did get a reply and basically just explaining it all. If you guys do not understand, like I didn't as well, this explains it. In Throne and Liberty, world bosses and guild bosses work like raid bosses in World of Warcraft. Just that all their loot is randomly distributed, and you can't choose to roll for greed need. Randomly, because according to tests in Korea, dealing more damage increases the chance for you getting that loot. Hence, when a guild boss dies, that the loot is dropped randomly, distributed amongst all participating members to make it more fair, so that people who actually need that item get it, and not people who want to sell it. Many guilds change drop rules before doing guild raid bosses to being guild owned. This way, you can allow tanks and healers who do less damage to get a fair chance of obtaining that loot, and you can prevent people from grabbing an item just to sell it for lucent. At least in the guild I'm a part of, the drops from guild bosses are considered as owned by the guild and will be fairly distributed afterwards, roll for need. Of course, the system also has issues. For one, which has likely happened to you, you might have missed the announcement from the guild leader offices of how it's done. Only a guild leader might have forgotten to say it again this week. Also, how fair the other system, it depends on your guild. So yeah, make sure you do actually join a guild that you do have some communication with, because you may obviously be missing out on some pretty good loot. Obviously right now, purple is the go-to rewards, and if you are getting them from raid bosses and guilds, or from just anything to do with your guilds, and you don't get it, well, you need to be, making sure that you actually do join the right guild, because purples, especially good purples, do sell for thousands and thousands of lucents, and people are gonna go for it just to sell it, and people will be making guilds to, well, scam you for thousands of lucents. So recently there have been a post and a lot of issues with bots in the game. This isn't anything new, as you guys can see in the gameplay right now. I did want to show you guys another clip that was also deleted from Reddit by the moderators, showing bots being used by players and guild members to basically just farm an infinite amount of loot. Now this, like I said, isn't anything new, and it's probably not going to change. The gameplay that I wanted to show you shows a player basically hiding behind a wall, walking back and forth and killing the same enemy over and over again. Don't know exactly what for, but yeah, there is a massive amount of bots in the game. Well, we'll see how that changes. This post here coming from Reddit, just a kind of a funny little thing. Someone said what the game should really be called: patch and maintenance, which is actually quite funny. We've had over 12 hours of maintenance already, and the game has only been out for a few days, which is actually kind of insane. But yeah, I mean, the game does need to be fixed, and they're doing a pretty good job anyway. But that's going to be it for me for this video. Just wanted to give you guys some brand new information happening behind the scenes that a lot of you may not know about, especially with the guilds, the updates, and more info coming in. Hopefully this did help. Hopefully this gave you guys a little bit of a heads up into some things that you should be looking out for. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one.